Britain.
the ECHR? I mean, there's been lots of calls for us to leave. What do you think?
I think a lot of the calls that people are making are a response to what we're seeing on immigration. People are exploiting our country. They think that they can do what they like, and a lefty lawyer from somewhere is going to help them out and help them to stay here. And they usually use the Human Rights Act, which is based on the European Court of Human Rights. And what I say to people is that this is something that we have not ruled out. It's not the first thing that we want to do. We have other plans first, because there are many good things that are in the Human Rights Act, and there are many rights which we have which we don't want to just make go away. We have to think about a plan to keep what's good and remove what's bad. So we have to think about it very carefully. But I wouldn't rule it out, but we're not there yet.
And when it comes to legal migration, because obviously a lot's been said about stopping the boats, I mean, these levels that we're currently seeing, you know, 700, 800,000 nearly, that's too high, isn't it? I mean, would you like to see a cap in future on legal migration into this country?
It is absolutely too high. I'm not going to lie, Camilla, I was astounded when I saw those figures, and it is one of the things that I think make people feel less trusting of politicians, because we said that we were going to control immigration. I think that we've always talked about a cap. When David Cameron was Prime Minister, he used to talk about net migration being in the tens of thousands.
Would you like to see a return to that?
So what I don't want to do is set a figure, because as business secretary, I see the other side of it. People demanding.
But then the public think if a figure isn't set, then a figure is never met.
So that is right, but I'm not the person to set that figure. It has to be the Home Secretary, and it has to be given...
Would you urge the Home Secretary to perhaps put it at, I don't know, 200,000?
I have regular conversations with the Home Secretary, but getting fixated on a particular figure. If you say 200,000, people say, well, why not 195? And I don't want us to have that conversation. 700,000 was too high, and one of the reasons why I think that we ended up there was because there was so much distracting the government of the day. You know, Boris Johnson was Prime Minister then. Every time he was at the dispatch box, people were asking him questions about Partygate. They should have been asking him questions about immigration. And it's because we spend a lot of time on trivia. So you're saying that Boris
Johnson was asleep at the wheel on immigration?
I said distracted. He was in charge at that time. The person who's fixing it,
wasn't he?
well, he'll have to speak for himself. The person who is cracking down on it is Rishi Sunak.
OK.
That's what I want the viewers to remember.
Although that's not quite borne out in the numbers yet.
No, but those numbers that have come out were under Boris.
OK.
We will see what the numbers are.
We'll see a reduction, will we?
Yes, we will see. Yeah, I think that we will. I think that we will.